What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about 40 mind blowing facts about Canada. Now, just to be clear, those are not my words. The video we are watching today is literally called 40 Mind Blowing Facts Everyone Needs to Know. And everyone includes me. So I'd like my mind to be blown. And honestly, I really enjoy videos like this because they tend to include really random but obscure, interesting facts about Canada that you really don't find anywhere else, and you don't quite even know what to expect, which is kind of fun in a way. So, with that being said, let's take a look. Mind-blowing facts about Canada.
1. Canada, the second largest country in the world by land area, is located in the northern part of North America. Its southern border
I knew that one. Mind is not blown yet. Canada is in North America. Very good.
with the United States, stretching 8,800
Oh, the border.
part of North America. Its southern border with the United States, stretching 8,891 kilometers, is the world's largest binational land border.
That's right. It's the biggest freaking border on the planet. That is cool. That's cool to acknowledge that. I don't certainly ever think about that. 8,000 kilometers, did they say? That's just like cool to think about sort of the relationship being so good between America and Canada that we do have this gigantic border, and there seems to be really never been much of a problem with that, certainly not in modern history. So that's actually really cool. I like that.
Canada's vast territory extends from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the Pacific Ocean in the west
Yeah.
and northward into the Arctic Ocean.
Yeah. Man, Canada is so freaking gigantic. America is huge, but Canada is huge.
The Canal Heritage Trail in the Northwest Territories is considered one of the most challenging trails in the world.
Oh.
It winds through rugged remote wilderness, over mountains, and along river valleys.
Ooh.
3.
Oh, so that was about a trail in the Northwest Territories. Yeah, I imagine in the Northwest Territories it can probably get quite treacherous. That's cool. Okay, I didn't know about that.
Smelling bad is illegal in Canada, and anyone offended
Oh, I'm spitting everywhere. I'm sorry. I'm pooing too much. I'm sorry, but smelling bad is illegal in Canada. Come on. Come on. What kind of facts are we? Crap. The scary thing is, what if this is true? Oh,
and
no.
along river
I'm
valleys.
in deep trouble. No, no. Put on some deodorant or something. I'll be fine.
3. Smelling bad is illegal in Canada, and anyone offending this law in a public place can face 2 years in jail. 4.
What? What? I think I have to look this up. I can't just ignore that one. Smelling bad in Canada. I can't believe I have to type this. I didn't think I'd ever have to Google this sentence in my life. Smelling bad in Canada is illegal. Wait a minute. Why is Google saying yes? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Yes, it's illegal to offend a public place with a bad smell in Canada. Wait, what? Wait, what? This is real? This is a law. This includes poor hygiene or carrying of smelly foods? Who's the judge of this? Some foods are just kind of smelly. Well, if you have a big old sauerkraut sausage sandwich that's a couple days old, is that illegal to eat that in the center of town? Maybe. Penalty for offending is 2 years? Section 178 of the Criminal Code of Canada. What? If it causes harm or damage to property. Includes offensive volatile substances? What? I'm shocked. I'm mind blown. It finally happened. We're 4 facts in, and I'm mind blown. You can't smell bad in Canada. Sorry, excuse me. I didn't know. I'll make sure to remember that.
4. If you're familiar with Canadian slang, you must have heard used in everyday conversations.
This is the weirdest video, I swear. Eh? Eh? What? Is he trying to say eh? Yes, Canada, famously, Canadians use at the end of sentences, maybe to turn it into a question or add emphasis. But don't tell me. I might have got the smelling bad law wrong, but don't try to tell me that it's instead of a. Don't, video, don't try it.
The interjection is often used at the end of a question or to greet someone at a distance. It's even listed in the Canadian Oxford Dictionary. 5.
It's in the Canadian dictionary. I think he just pronounced it wrong. He pronounced it wrong, Okay.
Canada produces 85% of the world's maple syrup.
Wow.
With forests brimming with majestic red, black, and sugar maples, the country has just the right mix of cold spring nights and warm daytime temperatures to produce an abundance of the clear-colored sap used to make maple syrup.
Oh, because I often wonder, why Canada? Why maple syrup in Canada? Why is Canada famous for maple syrup? Why not anywhere else on the planet? And Canada has like the perfect climate and mixture of warmth and coldness for maple syrup. I know Canada like exports the vast majority. It creates the majority of the world's maple syrup. I didn't realize it was 85%. That is wild.
6. Canadians buy milk in bags.
Yes.
Apparently, 75% of Canadians drink their milk from a bag.
75%? Why is this video like, I thought it was starting out so badly, where it was like, Canada is in North America. And I was like, oh, this video's gonna stink. This is a bust. These are the most obvious facts ever. Then it's like, I twists on stuff. I know about milk in bags in Canada. Is it 75% of Canadians using milks in bags? Is that true?
Buy milk in bags. Apparently, 75% of Canadians drink their milk from a bag.
Really?
This is because milk in bags is more cost-effective than milk in bottles or cartons.
I thought that was like a smaller niche thing, like in some parts of Canada. 75%?
7. In Churchill, Canada, it is customary for residents to leave their cars unlocked. This is to offer an escape to any pedestrians who see a polar bear. Residents also leave their home.
That's kind of dark. That's Churchill. Churchill, I know it's famous for polar bears. That's scary. Like, if you actually, did he say it's a law or that you should do it?
7. In Churchill, Canada, it is customary for
It's customary. Man, that's scary. Customary where you live to leave your door open on the car so you can run from polar bears. That's, some would call that kind of a scary way to live. Maybe people in Churchill are just like, no, that's what living is. That we live on the edge. We have excitement. And you know what? More power to you for that. Okay.
500 of the 25,000 polar bears in the world live in Churchill.
Oh, how many polar bears?
But 15,500 of the 25,000 polar bears in the world live in Churchill.
Over 50% of polar bears? Am I hearing this correct? There's so many things I realize that I'm just going like, did I hear that correctly? Is that what he said? It's like, yes, get it through. Everyone's like, yes, that's what he said. It's like, oh, I don't believe it. My mind's blown.
About 15,500 of the 25,000 polar bears in the world live in Churchill.
Over 50% of polar bears on the planet are in Churchill. I did not know that. That's amazing.
At times, the town has more polar bears than it does people. 8.
Oh,
Grossmoor
man.
National Park in Newfoundland and Labrador, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers a chance to walk upon the Earth's mantle, unusually exposed at the surface here.
What? What? You can walk on the Earth's mantle. I know, I kind of know my geological terms, like there's crust and mantle, and like the core of the Earth, and maybe something in between that I'm forgetting. You can walk on the mantle. Do you want to walk on the mantle? Is it like you can walk on the mantle, but that's the last thing you'll do because you're going to melt? Or am I getting this wrong? Where is this?
8. Grossmoor National Park in Newfoundland and Labrador,
Grossmoor National Park. That's amazing. Wow.
usually exposed at the surface here. 9.
Yeah, there's like steam coming off. Anyway, well, that's cool.
Alberta has its own UFO landing pad in the small town of St. Paul. It was built in 1967, and there's even a UFO tourist information center.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Alberta has a UFO landing pad. I mean, I don't want to like over criticize the UFO landing pad, but it's like if aliens are landing Are they really going to use that exact pad out of all the pads or all the places? Maybe, maybe. If it's welcoming, it seems welcoming, so maybe.
10. While there's a lot of yummy dishes to enjoy in Canada, some might just make you go, what the heck? One of such dishes is prairie oysters, and mind you, these are not oysters.
Prairie oysters. Looks like a couple of chicken tenders to me.
Not even close. They are not from the sea and they are not from a shell. Folks, prairie oysters are bull testicles.
That's why we watch videos like this. That's why we come. That's why we watch the mind-blowing facts about Canada. For the true, obscure Canadian facts like this. And what a prairie oyster is. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know if I wanted to know that, but I know. I can't go back to the person I was 30 seconds ago. Now I know this information forever.
Fried and served up sizzling hot, this Canadian dish is for the most daring amongst you.
Oh my god. Part of me is like, what does it taste like? Did they sell any? I'd go, but I'd probably just watch someone eat it. I don't know. I think I can live my whole life without knowing what a prairie oyster tastes like. I can live with that. Oh my god.
11. Every year, millions of children send letters to Santa Claus. Have you ever wondered where they go?
Yes.
They are all sent to a Canadian address. The North Pole's postal address, HOHOHO.
I heard about letters to Santa being sent to Canada. How does that work? Because little children send their letters in the mail. They don't put an address on it. I assume they just put like to Santa and mail it off. Is there like an agreement with the U.S. Postal Service and everybody? Or is this just Canada, where if it says to Santa, they send it here? That actually is cool. That's actually kind of nice. Huh.
In 2008, Santa also received Canadian citizenship issued by the immigration minister.
Ah, Santa is a Canadian. Okay.
12. Located in the Canadian Rockies, Jasper National Park is the largest national park in this region and is known for its abundant wildlife, including elk, grizzly bears, hoary marmots, and the Canadian lynx.
What? Not a moose to be found. Elk. Elk, that's different than deer and reindeer?
Canadian Rockies, Jasper National Park is the largest national park in this region and is known for its abundant wildlife, including elk, grizzly bears, hoary marmots, and the
hoary marmots? It looks like a beaver or a muskrat or I don't know actually. I've never heard of this animal in my life.
Canadian lynx. 13. You can order a very special cocktail in Dawson City, Yukon. The Sourtoe Cocktail. It's a shot of whiskey served with a unique garnish.
The Sourtoe Cocktail. This is bringing back memories. At some point along the line, in some other video, I learned about this darn cocktail with that darn rotten toe in it. And I thought I'd never run into it again. That was part of my past. Here we go. The Sourtoe Cocktail. Oh my god. That is still mind-blowing. I know of that one, but that's still mind-blowing. The toe, it's mind-blowing people, like, drink it.
Mummified human toe. According to legend, in 1920 a bootlegger named Louis Lincoln was caught in a blizzard. To prevent gangrene, his brother chopped his toe off with an axe.
Okay.
It was later found in 1973 in a jar by Captain Dick Stevenson, who...
So what? You found it in a jar and then what? Drank it? First thing that comes to your mind is that looks like it'd make a good drink. What does that toe taste like? What is the thought process here?
Brought the toe down to the sourdough saloon and started adding it into the drinks of those who were brave enough. The original toe is no more, but 25 more have been donated since.
What? It's not even the original toe. That's not what I'm shocked about. I'm shocked about 25 more human toes have been donated. You know what? If your toe's cut off or you passed away, it's like, what are you gonna do with it? What? You might as well donate your toe so people can drink it. What? This video, the 40 mind-blowing facts about Canada, is really, I'm enjoying it. Like, this is actually turning out to be really good.
95,000 people have consumed a sourdough cocktail.
Wow.
14. While in Canada,
95,000 people will never be the same.
95,000 people have consumed a sourdough cocktail. 14. While in Canada, you might hear some occasional phrases like hang a Larry or hang a Roger. Well, just so you don't get confused at the time, these are just some of the things Canadians say to give directions.
Hang a Larry. Hang a Roger. Are those really Canadian sayings? Is that commonly said? I've not heard of that.
They are usually used while driving. Hang a Larry means to turn left, and hang a Roger means to turn right.
What? Why? Why not just say hang a left, hang a right? We're introducing a little room for error here, but I guess it's more fun to say. Sometimes that's just the answer to stuff in life. It's more fun. It's more fun to say hang a Larry. I get it. Okay.
15. In 2015, a Canadian man was arrested after tying more than 100 balloons to a garden chair and flying over the city of Calgary.
No way. What? What? Arrested? I guess it is like public endangerment? Unregistered aircraft? But at the same time, you gotta respect it.
16.
That's it. That's the whole fact. Some guy in Alberta?
Tying more than 100. 15. In 2015, a Canadian man was arrested after tying more than 100 balloons to a garden chair and flying over the city of Calgary.
Calgary. That is terrifying. Oh my god.
16. The Bay of Fundy, located between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, has the highest tidal range in the world, with water levels rising and falling by as much as 16 meters.
Wow.
17. The Great Bear Rainforest in British Columbia is one of the largest temperate rainforests in the world, home to the rare...
That's right. I heard about this. I still think I want to learn about this in more depth. There's a freaking rainforest in British Columbia. What is that about?
white spirit bear or commode bear. 18.
No, that's all they're gonna say. Okay, that's fine. How is there a rainforest in British Columbia? Talk about the last thing any American ever expected to be in Canada is a total disappointing lack of igloos people should be living in, as the stereotype goes here. And instead of igloos, there's a rainforest. The complete opposite. I don't know what to believe.
Forest in the world, home to the rare white spirit bear or commode bear. 18. The largest non-polar ice field in the world is located in the St. Elias Mountains in Yukon. 19.
Non-polar ice field. I'm not sure what that means.
Non-polar ice field in the world is located in the St. Elias Mountains in Yukon.
It's cool. It's like the mountains are so high, they're above the clouds, and there's ice. Is that a non-polar ice field? What is polar? Do you have to be like on the North or South Pole? Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. I'm just deducting here, you know.
Yukon. 19. The Canadian Shield boasts the world's largest mass of exposed Precambrian rock. So what does this mean for every...
The Canadian Shield? That sounds like a missile defense system or something. The Canadian Shield.
Shield boasts the world's largest mass of exposed Precambrian rock. So what does this mean for everyone who isn't a geologist?
Yeah.
Well, Precambrian rock comes from the Earth's first geologic era, which is the earliest part of the history of the Earth.
What? There's exposed parts of the earliest part of the Earth. That's actually really, really interesting.
The Precambrian rock holds secrets and stories from more than 541 million years ago.
Not every day you can see 500 million year old rock. It is rock. Like if you told me, like, oh yeah, go to Canada, you can see some rocks, I would have been skeptical. I'd be like, yeah, you can do that. You know, have fun. But hearing this, these are not just any rocks. These are old rocks. And honestly, like that's actually amazing. Is there any other place on the Earth where rock this old is like exposed? Are there fossils here?
The Canadian Shield spans around 3 million square miles, which is larger than most of the world's countries.
Yeah.
20. Canada was populated by Indians before the English arrived. The name of the country comes from a local word, Kanata. It means the village. The explorer Jacques Cartier heard this word while talking to the locals and used it to name the country.
Kanata for Canada. Yes, very good. A little history lesson there. And you know, oh my gosh, this is actually really educational. Shockingly, like a lot of facts I've never heard about, would never have heard about any other way. So I'm really appreciating this video. It's pretty mind-blowing. It's living up to the name. Like, my mind has been blown several times already. So we're only halfway through this thing. So, and this is going on a while. I don't want to rush this or anything. So I think I'm going to stop right here for now and continue the rest of this in part 2. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. Perhaps if you have heard any of these facts or anything here that is shocking you as much as it is me. And if you're interested in part 2 of this, or just more videos in general of me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.